Hello and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 3 and Black Ice version 11.3.5 and the Germany campaign. And where we left off, we were invading India from Afghanistan, and well, that advance is continuing very nicely. We have got a pretty sizable amount of units in the right kind of position under the 3rd Army Group and the 1st Army Group under Rommel and Gundarin, respectively. And we're also attempting to give a little bit of leeway over in this part of the world, because what we are hoping to do is to provide effectively a little bit of support down here. Now, Operation Anton has just kicked off. I have clicked the button for Case Anton, which has given us southern France. We now occupy it, and effectively this gives a little bit of extra. Now we get control over the Mediterranean, we get the Suez Canal, the Turkish Strait. Like, we lost the effects of that, but that's going to be a lot of bonuses. And that's because we've got pretty much control over everything, which is quite something. So, now the hope will be... Yeah, so Vichy France is at war now with our Axis neighbours, and we are, sorry, with the Allied powers. And our strategic bombers are starting to come online, which is also some bloody good news. Now, once we get jet fighters, we're going to build an absolute streaming shed ton of them. And we are going to create problems for the British, let's put it that way. Now, we're down to 115 on the kind of side of things, and we are built 115 on the tech side of things. And what we're going to do is we are going to support kind of what I think is an Italian push over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to give Italy, now that its units are freed up, we want to give Italy some objectives to go deal with this, while we deal with some other problems in some other places. Now, I did see that there is an attempt to push in over here, which I dislike greatly. And I can also see over here that there's a bit of a battle going on. Now, what I want to do is we kind of want to give them the opportunity to move into this province, probably here, relatively soon. In fact, that's what we will do. We will let them take this. And we are trying to knock them back elsewhere. Now, Novi... that sounds like... yeah. So that's right on there, so that's not the end of the world. There is a tiny little organizational grab to do down here. Now, we do have a tank division that we can send out to go and deal with that. And we're going to need to organize another army corps, I think, for northern France. Because, well, not just northern France, I think kind of into this part of the world. Because, yeah, we don't really have any ports anywhere, sadly. What I want to do is I would like to try and move some of the forces that we have over here. So we have, as you can see, quite a few units. The start really of another panzer army that I would like to kind of bring over here and to go help with this. Now, the aim is to try and garrison the entire seaboard, which I think is achievable. There's now a load of garrison units, like crazy amounts. So this is what we want to happen. Now, they can't push out, and their units get caught down there in a meat grinder. That's the aim, but we'll see if that comes off. And we are doing now a list of kind of techs that we let lack. Now, I am debating whether or not to start doing some naval techs, because we've got a fair amount of stuff laying over. If we do want to go for Britain, we're going to need to do more naval work, I would say. But we will see. Now, I don't know whether or not... I guess there is a path they can, yeah, move round, which... Yeah, I suppose there is, actually, thinking about it. I didn't think about that. But, yeah, the aim will be to try and get over to here. Now, in India... That is a bad battle. The loss of 0 troops is not so good. So what we're going to do is we're going to move a unit there, we're going to move one here, and we're going to move you up, and we're going to move you over there, and we're going to try and surround in a couple of spots. We want to try and surround the Nepalese government, if we can. And the Brits are attempting, I think, some sort of a move, but we are well and truly just making our way. We're cutting through them like butter, effectively, is what I'm trying to say. Indoor. Yeah, that'll do. And we're letting kind of some of our... Ah, there we go. That's good. That's what I want to see. We're letting some of our allies kind of fill in the gaps, which is good. And Guer von Schweppenberg has been one of our most successful tank commanders, it must be said. He gets a gold star from me. Now the front is going to kind of expand out as we get to here, but then it's going to compress again once we get to the tail end. So before you know it, we're going to have a lot not to worry about. And we're going to want to try and push in towards Kathmandu and puppet these nations. Because if we can puppet them, then we get a few decent little bonuses, I believe. And what am I moving on to next? Yes, I did want to just check. Yeah, so they're down to 78%. So we might be able to just defeat the British via kind of destruction of their national unity. Because they are not doing too good. And is that jet bombers? It is. Big jet engine. We can kind of do our own version of the Blitz. A really managed air campaign and the Viking. So that's one set of air units done. Now, do we have the jet fighter option? We don't. We could build some interceptors though, just to do a bit of stuff in the meantime. Let's build... So, how much IC do we have to play with? About 97, so... So 30 would be a nice round number. So let's do that. We haven't done a fighter run in a while, so there's no harm in doing it. Got a little bit left over for them. And are we beating that back? I feel like we are. Yeah, the more I look at it, the more I'm warming up to this kind of strange idea that I have built up for myself. And I did not realize it. But, okay. Nationalist Spain is launching an attack. Ah. So that's where some of their units went. Right, now it all makes sense. We're fighting hardcore in Africa. Guna. Okay, it does look like eventually this is going to be defeated, so we could expedite it. Von Axel-Artem can expedite that particular battle. We've got 4 metal there. The aim now for us is to outlast the British and destroy them as much as we can. We've got an attack at Pendra, which isn't great. Are you moving? Yeah, you're moving on down. It's fine. Let's take these guys if we can, and specifically you, and go do the ground attack there. Can you can't reach there. Could you reach here though? You could. Let's start softening up this unit. Start doing a little bit of damage to it there. That would be good. Okay, they don't have much by the way of units kind of laying, you know, that we got to worry about there. Let's take you south. So you're going that way, you're going that way. Let's keep the momentum going here. We want to pivot south a little bit now, effectively. That's the next kind of movement to make. Okay, and yeah, we've got Valdora, Indoor. They're both kind of next up for taking, and then we've got a load more. Like, there's then a gap, effectively. Most of the victory points are like on this side of India, so like Bombay, Indore, like these are the only ones left over here. And how goes the... Yeah, the Japanese are doing well. Right, so we need to now launch our next group. So we've got 50 base there, that'll do the job. And we've also got all of our submarines that we need to organize. Did forget to do this last episode. Because the aim of this will be to break the British morale. We will bomb them from the skies, and we will set up a blockade. A true blockade as well, not a Ponzi blockade, like an actual blockade. Have got submarines literally everywhere. Every port's got a sub in it. And we've got our long range. Let's give a decent commander over there. We can put those over to this part of the world, sure. So they're all connected. Okay, cool. So, next up, all of our Navy ships we want to give commanders to. We don't mind who we pick nowadays. We just want decently skilled, non-old guard commanders. Then we will give it a month for their organization to come back. Although you need to be connected up. We will leave no stone unturned. Okay, perfect. Now, from this airbase, I'm assuming we can reach all of Britain. Pretty much all of Britain from there, which is good. Tactical Air Command. Anything that's 44 finishes up. And we got one hell of a production going. Heavy bombers are due out soon. And they're down to 9 divisions now in here. Okay, and let us take these Italian subs on a bit of a convoy raiding expedition. They will be the first hammer blow. Because we don't mind if they make some losses. Like, the aim is to cause as many losses as we can. Because we could always be doing better, I think, when it comes to this. Like, we're causing a lot of naval losses, but not that many at all, really, in the grand scheme of things. We can really cripple the British. If we're smart. Okay, so 44 there, another 44 there. So we're up to 50. I wonder how many officers that is a day. 870. Okay, not bad. Okay, there goes a British armoured unit. So if they're gonna, you know, fling units like so in this direction, then they're gonna struggle. And there go the Brits down there, trying to do something. Now, these guys don't have range at the moment. We can move them up. You do have range, so we're going to start hitting some units over here. Now, we do also have, I believe, we still have 10 light bombers left. So I think we will send a grouping over here. Because from here, they can do ground attack work. Okay, and I see a breaking unit over here. Now, let's say we were to just rush a division in, right? Under Rendulic. 44. Good. Take that out. Then that's going to help us a lot. Now, secret tech-wise... Okay, we just took some captured mines. Nothing wrong with that. Right, assault ship flotillas. 44, okay. Finland needed a little bit of metal, and how is Sweden doing? They're making their way over. They're at 86. So, they're dogpiling. They're getting there. Like, nothing wrong with that. Okay, I think we will just crack this light unit because... yeah, I don't think they're a massive issue. Got another mechanized unit over there to go deal with this little rebellion. And hopefully some more planes and things coming online soon. Okay, you'll be moving on up. So 400% attack modifier is going to melt that unit before we know it. They're not exactly good divisions. So we got a puppet war goal on them. We do already. I think what we will do instead is we will now kind of move these units around because we don't need to worry, because I think we're going to get this unit now kind of by default. Now the question will be, can we organize a bit of a breakthrough in this part of the world? I am going to assume yes. So money, fuel... for 105, like, we are pushing the boat out. And we want you to go to Hyderabad because that's like the kind of central point. This could be over kind of by Christmas time in India. And it would be even better if we could organize a little bit of a kind of push response. They're not going to break anytime soon. Okay, so there's victory there. So armor has been broken down, shattered and destroyed. Nothing wrong with that. They can keep throwing units into that meat grinder. And, okay, that's not bad. There was, I think I saw... like... that's it, advanced gyroscopic sight. So, yeah, we won't be doing that at the moment. Another bomber. Give it a level 5 commander for now. Happy with this. This is all going to plan, and especially this over here. This is what I want to see, like a few very easy victories. Let's move them south, and some armor that way, this army HQ that way, and Seitzler, he's coming along. Like, he started with 0 and now he's moved up a little bit in the world. And how is Britain doing? 78.1, so that national unity is dropping like a stone. Okay, and yet another strategic bomber. So, once the strategic bombing offensive gets into gear, then we will have most things dealt with. Now, the Americans will be interesting as well, because their national unity is probably pretty high. Oh, it's not. 78% is not high. They must have like a fractured government and things. So, if we look at the UK, what do we need to do? So, they have 31% of them important in, actually, so, yeah, they need, like, a lot more to go our way, but it's possible. It's all possible. Is that a Norwegian garrison unit in India? It is. That is a work of art. Hello, Norway. Don't worry, we'll be coming for you as well soon enough. In fact, we've got an entire army corps over here that's going to go and deal with you when the time comes. When Sweden eventually joins us. Okay. And we've now cleaned out this area, which is good. Let's do some blizzards, but not a problem for us. We are out of the blizzard country. Okay, we've got a police station here. Okay, so we'll accept an air order. We'll launch this. We'll keep running the nuclear program, and the USS Texas gets lost. And we're just going to surround this capital location here because I see a lot of HQs. A lot of random units that we can go and deal with. Yeah, that's taken them kind of from wanting to get away from us. Sell old aircraft. And there goes Nepal. So France have taken over Vichy France, but this will be cleared out very quickly. And it will mean that Italy will now get a whole bunch of requirements from us. We will make it so that Italy starts sending all of its units over there. And we will let Iraq and things go deal with that. Ah, good. And we are now a puppet master. Now, we did lose a few things. So we'll have to see, like, in a day, once we recalculate everything, where we're at. And it's mainly leadership that we just need to look at. Yeah, so we've lost a little bit, but not anything too crazy. And come on, Italy. Got a lot of divisions, right? Yeah, you've got like loads. Could we get Switzerland? We're drifting allies, but yeah, we won't. Your neutrality's got to be like really high, right? Yeah, so it's like 75. So they're always going to be there. If they send some units off, then that would be helpful. Could send some units the long way round. We could send you. A most cunning plan. In fact, let's do it. So we're going to send some support. And why can I not strategically deploy? Okay. So that's all fine. Let's go over to Tripoli. We're going to send this entire army, including some Finnish expeditionary forces, on over. And there goes that little rebellion there. And every single garrison unit is going to go there. That is saying something. Right. Torpedo auto-loading system. God, we've got some good tech over here. And we're below the 100 mark for the first time in a while. And yeah, let's call Iraq in. Because Iraq can help in the Syrian question. Okay, so Syrian Suez Canal just happened again. Okay, another strategic bomber. That's good. For money. Yeah, this is all good. So, and 1,000 officers a day is pretty intense. Let's go and support that down there. Especially when we bring in the fact that we're moving on Calcutta. Okay, and we want to bring a bombing group up to Varnassi. And yeah, I see a nice ground attack opportunity over here. And that is not good. British had a major loss there that they cannot recover from. Okay, and they're trying, I think, to break through here. Or do something. It's not clear. And, mechanical computing machine, 46. So from research, we're up to 41, so tech is going to be coming along very quickly. Thick and fast, almost. And come on, there we go. You're being counterattacked. That'll be why. Right, support attack. And And there's an option here to destroy the Army of India command. Now, I'm not sure if that will elicit any negative response from Britain, but we will see. I'm going to assume it won't. And I'm liking the giant Afghanistan that I seem to be creating here. And I wonder, Tibet. Ah, you're coming towards us. Are you, you're ready to join. You have no neutrality, so we could definitely influence you to get you in. Both of you, in fact. So that would be another few more victory provinces if you did join us. Okay, and we can see the Italians have pushed through. As have our allies in this part of the world. We've now linked up our fronts, so that's good. And well done, Italy. This is what I like to see, a little bit of a landing happening. Let's not give them an opportunity to push in. That's for sure. You're heading down there, you're going this way, if we're not careful, and I think you're going to head this way. We're going to head down there with you, and yeah, you can go that way. This mountain unit is an absolute rocket. Good on you. There's a little tiny counterattack happening here, but it's minuscule. In fact, it's just nothing but a huge amount of crazy HQ divisions. How odd. Right, submarine class. And that doesn't get us any new techs. Any immediate breaks? Lovely. So, Gewehr von Schappenberg. 18th he will arrive. Good. And he can attack again in 22 hours. What we're going to do is we're going to launch a simultaneous attack over here on Bombay. Broken the back of their organization. Although the 20th Indian Division is one hell of a tough nut to crack, it must be said. Let's ground attack there. Good. That gives us a little bit of a breakthrough. 5. And we're nearly at the point where we can start doing 1944 level techs. They'll be massively ahead of time, but we are nearly there. Right, air search, yeah, airplane, sure. Got an idea. Let's move you around. Like, we've got a general plan here. You're moving so slowly, Jesus. And what about you? Right, Finland, good. Now, how's your movement going? Okay, so you started here and you got to here, and that's in the space of like 1 week. So As long as you can keep on heading around. The Italians can do distraction work for a while. Okay, metal for money. Nothing wrong with that. We want to try and take Calcutta because if we do take Calcutta, then I'm pretty sure that's them sorted. That's them out. Let's call Nepal into the war on our side because they've got some extra divisions in the area. Okay, we can move you south. Solidpur. Okay, we've nearly managed to get Portugal into position, which is good. I never thought we would reach here, to be honest with you. I did think we would be stuck forever. Right, road network. That helps our supply throughput a little bit. No bad thing. And then there's the East Indies station. Metal, sure. And Britain. They've got 33% of their important cities taken. Dhaka, Calcutta. Yeah, we're now moving into kind of the next wave, let's put it that way. Including a little bit of France that we can take, which would be lovely. And I can see that they are sending a little bit on reinforcements down. Not much, but a little bit. And how's the British national unity going? 77%. It is dropping. If it drops by 1% a month, then it's really not going to take that long for us to get to where it needs to be. And that, as I say, is without us doing the bombing campaign that I'm about to unleash. And yeah, we are sinking convoys out the wazoo. And well done, Italy. I see you moving some units over. Government in exile. So taking all this is going to make a huge amount of difference. But taking that area would be very good, like Lagos over to here. That would all be pretty interesting. Is it time for Portugal to join the war? Not yet. But it might be approaching at some point. There's a Panzer division that's like come up trumps there. Now both of you can go to there. Yeah, you can't quite make it, but you can move to here. And you can go to there. I don't want to export any chromite. I would rather not do that. An extremely difficult battle is turning in our favor over here. And ideally we want to try and surround those British units if we can. Yep, so a couple of garrison units. Nothing to worry about there at the moment. See that there is a whole like British action going on into that part of the world. Now, Bhutan. I'm interested to see what you have in the capital. Nothing. Okay. This makes things remarkably easy for me. You, yes, ground attack. Break everything. Destroy it all. If we can break things easily, will be very happy. And, 38th Infantry Division. You're ready to go. Okay, logistical strike 44. Air base strike tactics 44. And I think we'll call the episode at the turn of the year, is what I'm thinking at the moment. How's it looking over here? Well, it's looking okay. Like, they are moving around the flanks. They don't think they can win, I don't think. We could provide some air support if they would hurry up and get a... I mean, I guess they're already sending some air units over there, aren't they? Okay, elite commando units. 44. And, yeah, I don't think we need more. I think we've got enough. So another 5 being built then, and then in June 7th we got a huge amount of bombers coming online, like a redonkulous amount. Okay, so Turkey got Aleppo. Palmyra fell to Iraq. Italy got Beirut. I mean, sure. Why the hell not? A nice mix. Okay, it took Tunis. And the landing here was extremely successful. Like, it's all well and good them trying to take this. But whilst they're fanning around with that, they're going to get absolutely wrecked in this part of the world. So, if we can kind of move on each flank, that would be great. Right. And then we have the good old Afghanistani army, which can hold things down. Bhutan. Right, so we found the Brits. They are bottlenecked in a unenviable situation. When we take Bhutan, that is going to be a massive help. And their army into this part of the world, not looking too good. Okay, good. Now the front is going to start to narrow a little bit soon. It's now Christmas Day. Merry Christmas, everyone. So we're going to wrap up, just clean up this bit behind us, and wait for our Afghanistani allies to move forwards. It would be even lovelier if these units broke in the near future. Ben is a slow commander. And the Italians are moving around forces. Aha! Bhutan. Good. Welcome. defensive position designs, 1945, sure. English Bazaar. Yeah, that'll be a nice organized front at that point. Because then we can consider how we want to push on. And I kind of want you guys to move over to there. And you to move over to there. Right, are you done? Are you done, Gracie Douglas? Okay, we won the Battle of Bombay. This is one hell of a large Afghanistan that I'm making. Kind of terrifying. But the color white is kind of nice, right? It's a very pretty colour. Like a grey off-white kind of colouring. It's interesting. Von Mackensen is getting there. Like, there is a definitive push happening. And I want to try and take... I don't need to help with that one anymore. This one will turn in our favour as soon as this division gets beaten. Just the 20th division that's causing us some problems. It would be even better if Japan would hurry up and push through. And, the Hindenburg strategic bomber. So we can build up like 10 wings over there. Sizable amounts. Alright, come on. Off you go. Right, I'm going to call it an episode here. Thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing the next episode of Hearts of Iron 3 and the Black Eye campaign on version 11.3.5 and Germany. Thanks again. Bye-bye.